Hi, this is John Barber from IDW Publishing. You are listening to the GeekCast Radio Network.
I'm Kelly Thompson, writer of IDW's Gem and the Holograms, and you are about to hear Mike, Aimee, and Nicole inside the Pull Bag's Gem reviews because it's ShowTime Synergy.
Aimee's got scissors.
Yeah, Hello and welcome to the Pull Bag. This is yet again another Back Issue Classics. This is the crossover between the Pull Bag and Showtime Synergy. I am one of your hosts, TFG1Mike. Joining me are my Misfit girls, Aimee LadyWreck. Hello.
Hello.
And Nicole, BeatlesDiva, drugged up. Hailstorm. Hello.
I'm not drugged up yet.
She
said the yet, yeah.
I'm out of drugs, but if you want a good time, just send them to me. I'll try it.
God. The GeekCast Radio Network is not responsible for anything Nicole Hailstorm says in this podcast.
Done that for years. Come on.
Especially since she just said, hey, give me a call. Like, pick up the phone.
We are here in this Back Issue Classics episode. This is our 42nd episode, and the last time around we talked about the end of the Showtime arc for Gem and the Holograms, IDW's hit comic. After that, we had the interview, the 2-hour and 10-minute or 9-minute interview with Kelly Thompson, and now we're getting to the truly outrageous annual. So, folks, if you have a subscription to Gem and the Holograms from IDW at your comic shop or on Comixology or wherever you get your comics, you'll know that issue number 7 came out before the annual. Nobody should have read issue 7 before the annual. Uh-huh. Everybody did. I know everyone did. But no one should have before the annual, because the annual falls at the end of issue 6 before issue 7 start. The events of issue 7 start. So that's the order.
The woes of publishing, right? Diamond sending out something before you get a chance to get the other thing. So fun times.
Yep. So we have a bunch of covers for this comic, ladies.
Lots.
There are a ton of them.
And they're all awesome.
Yes, they are.
Or what should I say?
Didn't
Outrageous.
get the covers. I didn't get the covers. Dang it.
Oh, you didn't?
Nope. Because I didn't pick the annual up yet because I have...
Oh, that's... Yeah, okay.
So...
Hold on. Oh...
I'm going to make work for this, man.
Yeah, yes you are. We'll be back after this.
Do.
Showtime's over, Synergy. You guys, that show was just amazing. I feel like, I don't know, like I can do anything.
We have so many covers, ladies and gentlemen. We have 5 total covers for the Truly Outrageous Annual number 1. The first one is Gem and the Holograms, all in chibi style. The next one is some sort of Gem Babies cover. And then we have someone putting up a poster for Battle of the Bands. Then we have Gem Wolf. And then we have the traditional Sophie Campbell cover of her design of Gem singing the microphone and whatever else and putting her hand out. Nicole, what is your favorite or series of favorite covers for this one?
I am going for the subcover. I just like the part where Asha's drawing on Jerk. It brings back a lot of memories of when I used to have sleepovers when I was a young girl, so I really like that.
Nice.
What about you, Amy?
She picked the one that I was looking at going, I love that. The fact that
I know, there's so much fun in that one.
Just drawn on. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I think we're all going to go for the subcover, folks. The other ones are awesome.
The other one that I would pick, let's see, if I couldn't get that one, I think I'd get the chibi one because it's just too adorable.
Yeah, the regular cover. Yeah, everyone thought at first, and even I thought at first, it was supposed to be pony style, but it isn't. Because I remember a few people complaining, oh no. Oh boy. But yeah, so we start off with the previously page where, as I said before, we left off with issue number 6 with the Battle of the Bands. So that's where that starts, and we open up with the guest list of Jem, Kimber, Aja, and Shayna. And there are 5 total stories in this annual, folks. We have Wired, all the stories are written by Kelly Thompson, obviously, but there are just 5 different artists on all the art. I kind of like this. I think it's interesting. Now, I know in the past, both on the underbase and on the pull bag, when we were reviewing that gymongous Shockwave storyline called Dark Cybertron, everybody complained that there was too many artists on the books, which is a fair complaint since there were way too many artists in Dark Cybertron. But here, having them all be individual stories, having the multiple artists, I don't mind it.
It was actually really well used.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And it makes sense because, each story is for a different character, so.
Mm-hmm. So we start off with Jem saying show's over, Synergy, and Jarek are crashing on the beds. This is right after the concert. They're all doing their hair and calming down and
chilling out, hey, they just had a wonderful evening.
They're still in the adrenaline rush for it,
Mm-hmm.
I really like that because I've been there. I mean, just even like the previous convention that Amy and I attended, we were on such highs, but then you finally get to that moment where you're just like, boom, your body collapses from exhaustion.
Yep. So they're all saying there's no way we can all sleep and whatever else. So they go out to the living room and they pull up Webflix.
I like
nice.
And they're all stunned that Synergy can find any movie ever.
I want this. I want Synergy just for this, okay?
Exactly. I just, as of this recording, Sunday night, October 4th, 2015, I posted on Facebook today because I was searching Netflix for different actors and stuff. And it shocks the crap out of me that the sheer lack of films of certain actors that Netflix does not have.
Yeah.
Like, you search Denzel Washington, I expect to see at least 20 films. There's 3 items.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
see, I was just talking about this the other day, too. I'm just like, I'm going to sound like an old fogey, but here we go. I missed my Hollywood Video and Blockbuster because I used to be able to go and get classic movies there. That I'm like, I feel like watching an old movie. I feel like watching this, and you can't get it at the red boxes. You can't get, Netflix is very limited on what you want. And then, like with Amazon, with some of the classic stuff, you're paying a fortune just for the download, and you're just like, I want my Blockbuster back. How sad is that?
Yeah, I was just gonna say a cross between Netflix and Amazon does not cover everything. It's just kind of like, so you still have to go out and have your own movies and download your own stuff and
Yeah, because I'm starting to get it's Halloween time, so I love all the classic scary stuff. And you can't really find the classic scary stuff unless you already have it,
Yeah, you have to dip into your VHS,
Exactly. Gotta find my creature.
Into your VHSs and hope that, blow off the VCR and make sure that the dust isn't collected so much on it that the heads are all, warped or whatever and you won't even play anything anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully you have your tape cleaning system too.
Yeah, I do.
Wow, we just dated this podcast.
Yeah,
sorry.
that's fine. I kind of miss it though. I
We're
miss
all showing our age here tonight.
I miss my
folks.
creature features. You know.
So Kimber is singing some theme song, and Shayna says, "You've been watching too much YouTube." No such thing. Apparently, none of them are ever going to agree on a movie because they all want different genres. Yep. And Kimber doesn't even give a choice. She just says it is just so hopeless.
Yeah, it's like, oh, so hopeless. I'm hugging the popcorn now.
Ever since we talked to Kelly,
Mm-hmm.
I just picture her in Aja's place now because she's talking about how she relates to her. So I just picture Kelly doing the same things. So. I hope she doesn't take offense to that, but it's just like I just picture Kelly as Aja now.
So it's her alter ego.
So Kimber's passed out in the popcorn. Now, this is the only nitpick I have about this entire issue, folks. How the hell did she go from sleeping in the popcorn to adorable snoring under the coffee table? How did she get under the coffee table?
She's still awake in the popcorn. Maybe she got off the couch.
No, she's sleeping with one eye open. I mean, you know.
Just like the Metallica song?
Exactly.
You what? I've been known to fall off the couches and beds. I did that just the other day. Fall off my bed.
Yeah, but oh boy, I don't know if I want to know that story. Maybe later. But my question here is: she starts off on the couch, and then she is under the coffee table.
Well, if you look at it. Let's be honest here. So you look at, we're looking at comparing two different panels, right? The one where they're all awake, arguing, and then the one where they're all out. Mm-hmm. If you look, all the popcorn is eaten. So it's a little bit of time has passed. They decided to eat some food. It looks like the pizza.
Yeah, approximately 6 minutes later. So a lot could happen in 6 minutes.
Yeah. So
you can make a baby in 6 minutes. Come on.
Oh. Wow. All right.
So my guess is that they ate, they were still just debating, and they just lost steam, and boom. Wherever she was at the time, which happens to be underneath the table, is where she fell asleep. Or adorable sleep.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
Okay. And then that's fine. Now that you've explained it to me, that, you know, I forgot the thing up at the top left said the time has passed. Yeah. But just looking at it, it really does look weird to me. But anyway, so we start off with Jerrica's dream, and where's Marty McFly when you really need him, folks? we have Gem Wolf. This is written by Kelly Thompson, art by Ariel Jovellanos, and colors by Josh Burcham.
Yeah, it's Josh.
Absolutely. So this is essentially a Teen Wolf parody, folks.
And it's awesome.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of that?
Another one of those movies that you're like, hey, let's crack out the old movies, right?
Yep. Oh my God, that movie is 30 years old.
Is it really? Oh my gosh!
Yep.
Wow.
I think it is.
Stop
what do we
the
think
press.
of?
We're gonna have to go figure that out real quick.
What do we think of the art overall here in the Gem Wolf story, Amy?
I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know what else to say other than I like it. I mean, it worked. Completely worked for me. So.
Yep. August 23rd, 1985. Teen Wolf.
Jeez.
All right. So as we go along, this story is basically Kelly being able to show us the struggle that Jerrica has with being both herself and the Gem identity. And for the fact that it's a Teen Wolf parody, kind of, it really works for the dual personalities. I really did dig that. Everybody's essentially pressuring her to be Gem Wolf, and she doesn't want to be right away. And
it completely works because it's also, isn't that what the whole point of the original movie was too? Was that they want him to be the wolf? And at some point, he decides, dude, I don't want to. I want to be myself. So,
yep.
I was pretty happy with that.
Yeah, but here it goes a little deeper for Jerrica, because she has to realize how is she going to deal with being both herself and the Gem personality.
Yeah.
I mean, they even say, I just want to, come by myself and I'll sing myself. And they all just look at her like, really? Seriously? You created Gem because you can't sing. Or because you are such a, have such stage fright. And that's what's really having her, put some doubts, into her mind. And I don't know, I like it. I think it's really cool. I think it's an interesting way to tell a character story without having to fit it all into a regular issue. And that's one of the coolest things about this annual, is that they're Kelly's exploring the characters without the constraints of fitting it into whatever storyline the main issue numbers of the comic are doing. Oh, there's Rio.
Yeah. In all of his 80s glory.
Oh boy. Yeah, he does have some 80s glory there, doesn't he?
He's got the purple hair.
Yep.
It's not a mullet. It's okay.
No, it's not a mullet, but no,
I'm not obsessed with the mullet, okay?
Yes, you
fully
are.
not obsessed with the mullet.
Don't lie, Amy. Don't lie.
Kelly's probably screaming out, yes, you are, too! It's just fun to, point it out that, hey, there's no mullet.
So this is where we get to the fact about, they created Gem because Jerrica can't sing, and it's a huge peer pressure issue. Yeah. Not even just peer pressure, but audience pressure. Everybody wants Gem Wolf. And she just goes running off stage and running out into the middle of the night.
Well, not only that, is that she fails again in her dream. It's her worst, dream ever. She realizes, I can't. And then she's run off. And
the only problem with this story is she never howled once. She needs to howl.
That no needs to be, howl, no!
Oh! That's my only disappointment in that storyline.
Okay. Any other thoughts? No.
About Michael J. Fox, man. He get the howl down.
Yeah, but I don't know if that really works in the comic medium, though.
Why wouldn't it?
I don't know. I can't hear Samantha Newark in my head doing that.
Well, it's more a pizzazz thing. You're just saying.
But Daddy.
Hey. Oh God! Don't even start. Okay, the next. Did you have any other thoughts on Gem Wolf, Amy?
No, I'm good with that. I liked how it ended. I thought, okay, all right. It's like this deep-seated psychological study on how even in her dreams she's like, I can't, and she runs away, frustrated and upset, and then you see her saying no. You're like, oh, I just want to reach into the comic and give her a hug.
No,
say you can. I believe in you. I'm gonna clap. See, I believe in you.
No, you need to let it all out. That's when she howls. You see?
Oh boy. So we have the next story, and I think I know this was probably planned way before we interviewed Kelly, but I think this story is just here to anger all of us.
Angry
we
Aja.
have Angry Aja, Beyond the Thunder Rotunda, written by Kelly. Art is by Rebecca Isaacs, and Joanna LaFuente is on colors.
Yay! All the colorists that we know.
Yep, and love. So this is the best thing ever. Aja driving this monster car.
I already like this more than the Fury Road.
Yeah. Especially since we always back in our review of the show, we said that she couldn't get behind a wheel. She should never be behind a wheel. And here we are.
Yeah, because Kelly severely disagrees with us that Aja is the best driver ever.
Well, she is now, but maybe not so much in the show.
So we get to Negotiate Town.
Horrible name, man.
It doesn't have to be. It's part of her dreams, so it has to be
that's true.
Weird, crazy, little bits of why did I think of that?
Well,
she wakes up in the morning, she's like, Negotiate Town? Really? What was I thinking?
It also goes with the whole Mad Max kind of thing. They always had exactly what the town is about, like Green Valley, whatever. Yeah. All that fun stuff.
So Aja finds this little girl, and she's like, what do I have to do for you to keep an eye on my car that includes not stripping it for parts yourself? And the little girl grabs her guitar, and she's like, no way. Yeah. Aim lower, kid, way lower. And she pulls out a Walkman, folks. This isn't, no. This isn't a CD player. This isn't an iPod. This is a
purple
Walkman.
It's purple.
Okay, purple.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I had one just like that. I swear. I am not kidding. I had a purple Walkman just like that. I was like, oh, look, she found my old Walkman.
Yep. And she puts the headphones on the little girl.
I
and
got it for my 16th birthday. I'm not kidding.
Oh, my God. Wait, you got that for a sweet 16 present?
Why not?
I think my first
either
Walkman
16 or 12. I don't remember. I want to say 16.
Okay.
So
I was still listening to tapes until I got to college. And I remember I bought my first CD player and CD my first week of college.
Yeah.
What was the CD?
The Doors.
That doesn't surprise anybody.
My second favorite band. Hello, I love the Doors. Jim Morrison. Holy crap, sexiest man ever to live. Why not?
What I mean is if Amy got a Walkman at her 16th birthday party, I had my 12th Walkman by that time.
I didn't come from a family that was really great about doing stuff like that.
Oh. All right, so we've got the little girl.
Maybe I was 14. I don't remember. I was a teenage.
Put your memory to rest. Because apparently we don't need another hero.
That was awesome.
Oh my God. I can't believe she has Tina Turner blaring. I mean, I can believe in Aja's case for her character, but
Whoa.
What?
You do not knock the Tina Turner, man. You do not knock her.
I'm not. That's not what I mean.
Plus, Tina Turner was beyond Thunderdome, so it's just very fitting.
Yes, I understand that. I'm not saying anything bad about Tina Turner.
Okay.
I'm saying I did not expect it coming out of Aja's Walkman. I wasn't sure what song was going to come out of there, and I'm like, oh my God. I remember that from when it was used in Knight Rider. Because it was. So Aja makes a deal with the little girl, and she goes in to Negotiate Town, and the little girl, I love this little girl. We need to see her in the next annual or something, because get away, mine car, mine.
Well, if you put her as a blonde, she could be Ashley.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Look at her. She looks like how Ashley kind of looked like in the cartoons.
Nice.
Wow.
I just expect her to jump off and start biting people.
Yeah. So, one of the coolest things about this annual, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, is how Kelly puts in effects without actually putting in effects.
Oh, I know.
Sounds of violence and stuff.
I love that.
And random yelling, I like that.
It happened earlier with Adorable Snoring. And it's one of the funnest things about reading this annual is seeing what she comes up with. And somebody yoinks Aja's guitar and runs off with it. And,
You should have said adorable way of stealing guitar.
No, I like the yoink a little bit better because that's a Simpsons reference right there. Yoink. There's so many references in this story alone, folks. First of all, the story itself is a reference, as Nicole already said, to Mad Max. But in the last few panels, you've got The Simpsons, you've got a whole bunch of other stuff, and now we've got a Turtles reference where
no, wait, before we
Cowabunga.
go. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Cowabunga
Synergy's earrings are the same as Tina Turner's.
Nice.
I love it. Love Synergy's earrings.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep.
That's awesome.
And she calls her Auntie Synergy, and I'm like, wait, what?
It's her dream.
Yeah, I know it's her dream. I understand that. And I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? So all arguments have to be settled in the Thunder Rotunda, and it's a big fight scene, folks. That's all it is.
I love it.
3 strikes and you're out. Strike, pin. I absolutely love these panels. And again, we have the whole thing about audience pressure. They want her to destroy this other opponent, and she's like, no, the person's down. I've won. Mm-hmm. And we find out that she's been fighting herself the whole time.
Psychological. I love Dreamland.
Let's just hope we don't run into Kirby.
Yeah.
So.
Are you talking about the Mario character?
Yes.
Okay.
So, as Aja basically says, I'll fight you all before I hit someone who's already down. We have... Wow, why wasn't I in this comic? We have Charlie's Angels dropping in from the ceiling. Wow. Oh, man. So the holograms show up, and everybody rejoices, and, she gives the guitar to the other self of hers, and she says that she has everything that she needs, and she says in one of the final panels, I don't know how we're getting out of here, guys. I just gave away my car. Oh, but they brought Megatron.
Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty.
Come on now, you can't say that's not Revenge of the Fallen
I was
Megatron.
gonna say. They need like some kind of like tarp or something though for.
Well, he has a. Well, yeah, that's true.
So they took it off, whatever. I have to say though, Jerrica is not Jem in this.
Nope, she's Jerrica.
And I thought, that's interesting.
Yep.
I just want to see the next convention that I go to, somebody cosplaying all 3 of these guys, or all 4 of them. I mean. Yeah. I want to see Gemma.
In these costumes.
Jerrica in the holograms in that cosplay right there.
That would be awesome. Let's do it, Aimee. Let's do it. We need to get Heather to join us.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, you guys just need to find a Shayna.
If somebody else does it before we do, please contact Mike through the GeekCast Radio Network, because I want to see that. I totally just send us a picture. That'd be awesome. I would love to see that. I'm sure Kelly would too, and all of the artists and everybody too. So yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely. Overall thoughts on Angry Aja?
Probably one of my favorite ones, to be honest.
Yep.
Like I said, I enjoyed it better than Fury Road. No, I love all the little references that they put into it. And I love Aja's new look. I like all their new looks. It's just so metal. I love it. No, it was really fun. And the whole psychological thing where she's having to fight herself. Because I'm pretty sure Aja does go through that. You know?
Yeah, it's just and this is why I said this is why we needed this. Like in our interview with Kelly, she says in general she's not a fan of annuals because she just feels that they. And I'm paraphrasing here, folks, so excuse me. She feels that sometimes they're unnecessary. I think that's what she said, but she said with this one, you know, the way I see this is it's a way for her to explore the characters because how could we have explored all four of these ladies in the first 6 issues of the comic? We couldn't because they were trying to find themselves as the band first, you know, and that's why the annual is here to have these, and I'm glad that they did this. So up next is Shayna Wars. This is written by Kelly, and the art and colors are done by Jen Bartel. And she's crashing into Dagobah.
I saw that and I just laughed. It's like, what more appropriate way to use this year, especially since Star Wars is coming back this year. We're getting the new episode, and I saw this and I just wanted to crack up. Stopped for right there and said, "Oh, this is brilliant."
She even says, Sure, dream of my favorite movie, and this is the part I gotta be stuck in, the super swampy gross part."
Hey, at least it was in episode 1. Okay.
Well, I don't think Kelly would have done that, thank God. So, I need to see more of Jen Bartel's Shayna, because this is a Shayna that I could go on about her hair for this and for hours, folks. This is awesome.
I love it.
Oh, you're never gonna let that go, man.
Nope. And who knew Yoda married Synergy?
Yeah.
I could see it happening.
Yeah. This is just awesome. This really is, folks.
Now, could you be honest here? Could you seriously hear a female Yoda the whole time? I could.
Absolutely.
This is great. I love it.
Because Kelly has the talk down.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know, she even says, "Try to clean it, you must." Let's see. Still fail, you will. You know, oh yeah. I don't know who would voice female Yoda Synergy at this point. I don't know if the original Synergy... I don't even know if the original voice actress for Synergy would even work, but... Oh yeah, I could so hear... God.
Please no.
Okay. Alrighty then. Moving on, folks. So... This is basically a struggle with Shayna between her sisters, the band, and what she really wants to do. And I was wondering when they were going to get to this. Again, as I've already said, it's kind of hard to explore all four of these ladies in the first 6 issues. When they explore it here, you know, it's just awesome. And she's trying to do a needle and thread thing, and she can't get it done. And Yoda Synergy is saying all this about the fact that she tortures herself, perhaps, and, you know, and she says, nobody wants me to, trust me, nobody wants this needle to thread more than me. And Yoda Synergy says, oh, well, you know, place you can go there is. Oh no, not the creepy cave. That's even worse than the smelly swamp. So Shayna goes into the cave and she sees herself and her sisters. Now, what do we think of Jen Bartel's designs on the other holograms?
I did not notice that was the other holograms until now.
What?
No.
I
thought they were just models. Oh my gosh. I'm an idiot.
I was actually fine with it. I mean, like, I suspected that it was the other holograms, but then when you get down to the runway version, I was like, wait a minute, there are more people.
Some are, and some are and some aren't, but the majority of them are there.
I wasn't quite sure if it really was them or not, but I liked the designs. I thought it was fine. I was good with it.
And we then, so we get the runway shot. We then get a crash, and we see that the holograms are fractured. We see Jem, Kimber, and Aja. What do you guys think of the designs here? Because those are extremely different.
Are you talking about the shattered glass one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the look of these ones. They're absolutely gorgeous. They have, that sense of rock and roll still, but they have a very soft style to them, and I love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
See, this is why I wasn't sure if it was really them, because then you see the design of the holograms, and you're like, wait a second. They don't look like the same ones that were on the runway. Like the girl with the red hair that's all... Like, it's like, wait a minute. Okay, so is it?
You guys are right. It just, I don't know. It just looks like, in the one shot earlier when the blonde is putting on the makeup for the pink-haired chick, the blonde just looks like Jerica to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Could be wrong. Kelly will correct me eventually anyway.
Oh, she'll correct you.
No, I'm not complaining about the fact that she'll do it. I'm just saying I'm just stating that she will. So Shayna gets to a point.
I love that she does, though.
Yeah. Shayna gets to a point where she realizes, oh boy, I've got to go back. I can't do my own thing just yet. And we even have the classic Yoda line, complete training is not. So we have that. We have Shayna taking off, saying that they're my family, and that's kind of how this one ends, with her taking off from... I'm just going to call it Dagobah. It's
Go for
just
it.
Dagobah. What do we think of Shayna Wars overall, ladies?
Had a little bit more of a cryptic ending, because it's like, okay, so her worry is that she's going to rip them all apart?
Yeah, her worry is that she doing her own thing with the fact, because that's the whole point of doing the needle and thread.
That's going to destroy
she
the
wants
rest
to do
of them?
Yeah.
But the possibility is that she could actually do that and be them, and be with them. So it's like, it's she's worried about that. But I think another thing that kind of maybe is part of it is the fact that she doesn't have the confidence that she could do both.
Right.
So.
And if she does eventually do both, she can design for them, just like she did in the
I was going to say
series.
It could be a strength for the team, for the group.
See, now that I've said that, and now that I'm thinking about that, I'm wondering if that's how they're eventually going to bring Rhea in, because remember in the show, Shayna had the same conflict. She wanted to do the designs, but she still wanted to be in the band, but she couldn't physically do both.
Yeah.
So, she went to being the main designer, and she couldn't do both because she was playing she wanted to play two different instruments. Something in this, I'm trying to remember here.
She didn't want to play drums anymore. She wanted to play guitar.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So maybe that's the way Kelly's going to introduce Rhea. I don't know. We do know from Kelly's interview that Rhea won't be introduced until issue 11, I believe, of the comic. So the second to last, because there are 5 stories here. Wired is the 5th story, but Wired is the bookend story. So technically this is the final homage here. We have Gem Babies, written by Kelly, with art and colors by Agnes Garbowska. This is the best story out of the whole thing.
Sci-fi laser beam! I love it.
I love this so much. Each panel, I just adored this so much.
I want to know how many episodes of Muppet Babies Kelly watched first before she actually wrote this. Or was she just going off the old, Oh, I had been years. I'm sure she watched every episode, to be honest. Make sure that she got the right nuance and everything.
Absolutely. And this is just so cool. So we have the Jem babies going through and doing a concert here, and we have
On
the
their
Misfit
crib.
babies. Yep.
I love it.
Yep. We have the Misfit babies coming in and basically taking it over with the show, and they're all grumbling and staring at them, and Kelly doesn't know. She should have added an extra line to Kimber's vocal here. I'm sure Kelly knows of a certain robotic 86 movie, but I swear to God, I can hear Optimus Prime coming out of Kimber. Those Misfits gotta be stopped no matter the cost.
I love it.
So Aja says to Shayna, I gotta be honest, I feel both bands' lyrics need work.
I know, it's so cute.
And both bands have little huddles, whisper, whisper, whisper planning.
Yeah, whisper, whisper, I like it.
Oh wow, you even see Rio in here in the planning. Like, I didn't notice him earlier. I noticed him in that panel there when he first shows up, but I didn't notice it. Like, he's not with them. Oh wait, yeah, he is. Huh. I did not notice that at first. He is in the background with the push shove panel.
Oh yeah.
He's right there. Wow, I did not notice that earlier. Huh. I thought the panel after, when they're planning, he first comes in. So Kimber's pretty much the vocal one this comic. This nursery isn't big enough for the vocal.
She's usually the vocal one when she's ever in the room. So
yeah.
I love the fact, just before we get too far ahead, if you look at their room, each of them have their own space. Like the Misfits have this castle, and it's all dark and skulls.
Yep.
And then with the holograms, it's all rainbows and happy and pretty. It's great. I love it.
It's so funny. So they're ready to basically brawl West Side Story style at this point.
Rumble in the nursery. Rumble in the nursery.
Now, what are you girls up to? Nothing Synergy Nanny, and it's all of them.
We're cute and cuddly. See?
They are so cute. I love that panel. Oh.
Yeah, that panel is so awesome. So Synergy Nanny comes in and gives them a kitten. And they have to share the kitten.
I was scared for the kitten's life at this point.
I'm
like, oh no.
You let a cat in the nursery. Oh. The cat's going to get squeezed to death. Somebody's going to fall on it. Somebody's going to get scratched. And then they're going to, choke the living life out of it.
The cat seems to be liking it.
Yeah. Meow.
Anybody get the Buffy the Vampire Slayer reference here?
Which one?
What's wrong with Willow? Let's call her Willow. So they figure out a way to Shayna's like, oh, how about a compromise? And this should be your favorite panel, Nicole.
What,
Hollow Fit? That's awful, Roxy. Shut up, Jenna.
I just think Roxy looks absolutely adorable too. Oh my gosh. Because she's portraying that, all the things like meme.
Yeah,
I
all
love
the
it.
things. All the things. Eat all the cake. Destroy all the paper. Yeah.
I think she's absolutely adorable. And I love that they have their classic costumes on here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they do. So Stormer suggests Ms. Graham, and Shayna agrees, and everybody else agrees, and this is where Stormer and Kimber have their moment, creating the song. That's interesting.
What?
I don't know, just the whole dynamic here showing. I don't know. It's interesting to see them interact the way they are, designed the way they are in the story.
I just think it's just a little innocent fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's cute.
So we get to the fact that they're writing the song. And then we get to the point where they're all singing the song, but the Misfits essentially sing all over the holograms.
That's how it should be. Misfits are better.
Here we go.
That's you.
Yeah, that's right. I'm correct.
And the
I'll
last
push you
panel.
off the crib too.
That's a very Misfit move there.
Yes.
I'm Kimber. I start wars.
Boy. The last panel that we have a vocal in is Kimber saying "stupid pizzazz." We go back to the wired angle where they're all kind of waking up, or at least Kimber is. We all love
she
you,
gets pushed
yawn
over by
kid.
Pizzazz.
Yeah.
She gets pushed over by Pizzazz. She wakes up under the table. Aww.
There you go. I think that's so cute.
And
That
you
was a
can't
really
trust the
good
Misfits, even when they're adorable little babies. Now this is interesting because now we have Kimber and Synergy interacting with each other, and this is a story that this is part of the story I didn't think that they would really focus on this early, of them talking, because you can tell that Synergy wants to say more before Kimber just says, "Man, I'm wiped." I don't know. I think there should have been a little bit more there. I don't know. What do you guys think?
No, I think it was perfect. I like the idea that it kind of left a little hanging there, because I wonder at the very end of this if Synergy had anything to do with them dreaming. Just putting it out there.
I'm with Amy. I like that they have that little carrot dangling, because it gives like another. Maybe they'll have like a part of the comic where it's just Kimber and Synergy together, because usually when Synergy is around, it always has to be with Jerica. So it'll be nice to actually have that moment where Synergy talks to Kimber about what happened with her dad or her mom or something, you know. I think that would be a cute little moment to have a one-on-one with them.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Overall, I love the annual.
It was great. I loved everything about it too.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
At this point, I mean, I'm very excited, and I have already read issue 7. I'm very excited for the rest of the viral arc, but I really can't wait to the holiday special now. All right, folks, that's probably going to do it for us. What are we going to rate the annual, ladies?
Oh, no. We're going to have to do that, huh?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, we do that. Yeah.
Oh, let me think about this for a second. You go for it, Amy.
Great. You know what? I'm going to just go right out on a limb and say it's a 5 for me.
Absolutely. Yep. Same here. 5 for me. I couldn't even, okay, sure, I gushed a little bit about Shayna's hair and Shayna Wars, but I couldn't even really find anything wrong. I couldn't even find one. Folks, and you guys know, I find the strangest nitpicks all the time in anything. I couldn't find one thing to nitpick here.
I guess I'll give it a 5 as well, because I'm looking through and I'm like, yeah, I really don't have a problem with any of this stuff. I really don't. It's just a lot of fun, and it brought back a lot of memories of stuff that I saw when I was younger. This is definitely a book for a child of the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
With Teen Wolf and Muppet Babies and original Star Wars. I know, and so.
And even I even liked the fact that some of the clothing and stuff, which we also heard there's a lot of research being done on that. Even the clothing kind of reminded me. I was like, oh, geez, wow.
It was
awesome.
a lot of fun. Yep.
Good times.
Absolutely. All right, folks. I have no idea what's coming up next in the poll bag. No clue.
Don't worry, you won't be disappointed. There you
No,
go.
I know.
Just be happy with
there you
whatever
go.
comes out because it'll be great.
It'll be fun.
I do know at some point soon, Joe and I will be getting back to Turtles comics. We have to do Casey and April's 4-issue miniseries. We have to do issues 47 and 49, which is the Stockman Swarm arc of the TMNT IDW book. And then we got to do issue 50, which is the big fight, which came out this week, actually. I'm going to have to really hit the archive I have on Comixology and see what I can pull out and get episodes for you guys to do. Not you guys specifically, but for the audience. I do know I've got a couple more Origins episodes coming, so that'll be cool. I do know December we're going to do Dark Side December, seeing as how some Star Wars comes out. So we're going to do Journey to The Force Awakens, which is the 4-issue miniseries going on right now at Marvel, bridging the gap between Return of the Jedi leading up to The Force Awakens. We're going to do the Thrawn trilogy and is it Dark Empire or Ghost Prison? I forget. I don't know. So that's what's coming up here in the poll bag. Like I said, I'm going to have more Origins episodes. It was partially because of life happening, but I kind of stopped doing the previews episodes because nobody really seemed to care that we were doing them.
We had fun talking about them, though.
No, we had fun doing the actual podcasts, but there was never any feedback on it. And I mean, I'm used to not getting feedback, but I don't know. I thought that was something new and different and kind of like, informing everybody of, hey, this is what you can get right now kind of thing. And it didn't take off as much as I thought it was going to be taken off for. I do know I have everything planned out for February, which is Fiendship is Friendship February next year. But anywhere in between that, no clue, folks. Where can the people find you online, Nicole?
You can find me at BeatlesDiva on Twitter. That's BeatlesDiva. The Beatles like the band, not the bug. And just Google that, and you'll find me.
Amy?
Yeah, you can find me online at LadyWreck.
All right, you can follow us. Me, I'm TFG1Mike. You can follow the Pullbag on Twitter at the Pullbag, at GeekCast Radio for all the other network updates. Make your great escape into comics, and we will catch you next time.
Aloha.
Goodbye.
Show's over, Synergy.
You've just heard the latest episode of the Pullbag, the GCRN's comic review and discussion podcast. There are several ways to get in touch with us and leave feedback for the show. You can visit the website, geekcastradio.com, where you can comment on the episode and all of our different podcasts. You can rate our show on iTunes. Be sure to leave us feedback. Call the voicemail line, 502-526-5821. Please remember to tell us the show you are leaving the message for, and your name. Become a fan of us on Facebook by searching GeekCast Radio Network. Send us an email feedback at geekcastradio.com. Follow us on Twitter at GeekCastRadio. So until next time, make your great escape into comics and unleash the geek in you.